And we're back. We're back. We're back. Okay. All right. Excellent connection. And tried to get that elusive all night sleep, but it was not to be. So back to, what do you call it? What do you call this? Oh, well, back to the project. God. So gave the new console X mix a spin in the car, and as I put in the description, it sounds fine. It's starting to sound like a song, but the guitars ain't big enough. It's not that I want them taking over everything, but there's just a lot of energy going on with those guitar parts that it's just not coming through. And I'd like them to come through just a bit more fully and even aggressively. So I'm going to carry on with the Console X experiment for the time being. And this is not like a drastic releveling where I just take everything to zero and re-level from the ground up. At least I don't think that's the way it's going to go. But okay, so my initial idea is to drums down, electric guitars up. Start with that. So I got drums, bass, acoustic part, 3 electric parts, and vocals, essentially. So it's not a big mix yet. I mean, it's still pretty elemental. I mean, yeah, 3 pretty heavy guitar parts is it's getting a little crowded in that frequency domain, but still, I think quite manageable. So drums down, and then I'm thinking a little bit more transient shaping. They're quite punchy already. I set this Tone Boosters compressor kind of on the fly at Phil's suggestion the other night. I just chose the 8-to-1 parallel preset in the new Tone Boosters channel compressor, and it did the trick at the moment. Well, so would it be too much to would it be too much to add the what's the name of the oh the name always escapes me. It's the spectral pants. Um, let's see. We also have that's right, one corner clip on there. So and the easy cue. Yeah, even with the easy cue toning down that hi hat, it's still a little bit. Drums could the overall level of the drums could come down a bit while retaining the punch of the kick and the snare. Hi hats can come down a little bit. Of course, I can do that within the drum plugin itself. But then again, this is not a. This is. I still have to keep reminding myself that this is the click track, but it's not just a click track. It's also there to as a reference for how I want the drums to sit in the end anyway. So it is a click track, but I'm going to treat it as a well, it's a drum part for the time being. So right. So first, I guess I'll re-level, and then I'll add pants, spectral pants. Spectral pants. I guess it's a Polish word. Pants, pronounced pants. All right, so into console view, and well, drum kit is already down to minus 12, basically. Might as well just hit play and do a rough re-leveling, and then come back and see what needs to happen after that.
I've been drinking so long, I can't hardly think of anything to do but just take another drink. And I'm feeling just a little afraid as the ghosts of decisions I've made, they all
Ouch. Man, what is that? Okay, that's another issue that needs to be dealt with. That I noticed in the car today. There is some unforeseen noise in that bridge section that I don't really want there. Okay, so now I've got spectral pants in the drum kit part. Should it go before TB compressor or after? No, I'm gonna try before first. We'll try. Well, I don't. I really don't know. Just gonna try it before first. Okay. Um, having some unforeseen CPU glitch, which is always, well, annoying to put it mildly. Really shouldn't be happening this early on in a mix. And it's a fresh computer restart. So this is annoying indeed. Well, anyway, carry on. Maybe, well, I don't want to bypass the two bus rack. No. All right. Let me try soloing the drum track. God, that's annoying. Fine. Oh, good Lord, that's freaking annoying. I'm glad I didn't wire up the studio cam. All right. I passed. Can I at least do an A-B? Well, it's obviously way more effective after Tone Booster's compressor. Of course, that may like really spike up my peaks. It's so annoying. Just gonna take a minute to process. Just yeah, annoyance, irritation, management. Pain in my shoulder. Borderline debilitating, well, debilitating shoulder pain. The hamster running on its wheel. Yeah, what is that noise? Name, rank, and serial number. Of course, I can't be Discord because I'm not in the lounge. So what the hell is that? Man, do I got to restart Cakewalk? Maybe that'll help. Um, hey Eric, I'm just I'm proper annoyed. It's just like I'm just working on that. I'm trying not to like swear and get pissy, you know. How you been? Let's talk about you. Haven't heard from you for a couple of days. If you want to jump in the lounge here, I'll show you. Over in the cavatorium. Yeah, lounge. Well, this is why I created the conspiracy channel. Voice connected. I'm in the conspiracy channel. If you want to say hi in real time. In the meantime, I'm going to no, it's not just technology, it's everything. It's not geez. Hang on, I'm going to it's not we got the loop going, so give me a second to compensate.
I'm in.
I hear you, man.
You shortening up that late?
Come again, brother?
Can we shorten the latency? I'm getting a echo call. I turned the computer down.
All right. Hang on. Hang on. All right.
Hanging on.
All right. Hopefully that sorts it out for the time being.
Let's see. Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Well, good. I have zero echo now.
Right. Well, that's just one of those things here in Discord. Like if we're gonna be commenting about what I'm doing in Cakewalk in real time, then I gotta pipe that into Discord, but then it causes this loop. So anyway, no, I just
What's giving you troubles today, brother?
just the chronic shoulder pain that doesn't let me sleep through a night, and then I try to keep things manageable with my my computer's getting on 8 or 10 years old, and I'm just getting CPU glitch playback issues where I shouldn't be getting that yet. Just little first world problems, It's nothing to get
Right.
just So I was just sitting back and taking a minute to put it and other things that I want to talk about,
Right.
just like domestic issues and
Oh, sorry to hear that.
it's nothing major.
Seems to be going around. I just talked to another buddy of mine. He's got some domestic issues as well, which if it makes you feel better, my domestic issues are fine.
Well, that's always good to hear, man. I mean, I'm all for that as much as possible. It's just
I
that
just got back from the back doctor. They gave me 6 injections in my lower back, which is uh, test number 2 to see if this pain blocker type thing they're doing will help. And it helped the first time, and if it does as well this time, then they can go in there with these injections are they only last 6 to 8 hours just to see if he's on the right track, and then they can go in and the injections last 6 months to a year. So
wow, that's long lasting, man. Like, so do you know what's in the injections?
not really, some kind of soup of like a lidocaine type thing and something else. I'll have to look it up.
Nerve block.
It's a nerve blocker type deal.
Oh,
And
Kind of like an epidural when you have a baby.
yeah, it's like an epidural type thing, but not. It's, you know, they like to try epidural steroid shots first to keep it localized right at the spot, and instead of giving you a steroid pill, because they do make your bones brittle. This way here, it just one local spot, but that wasn't working, so we're trying something different rather than having to be on pain pills all the time. This is the better option where it's pretty safe and can, like I said, last 6 months to a year, which would be great.
yeah, it would be great, dude. I mean, so were these like uh I don't want to be too graphic. Were they pretty like really deep injections or
Yeah,
yeah?
they go in. He's got lidocaine and really these are pretty much just lidocaine numbing stuff and they put that in there because the other stuff does the same. It's the same thing they're trying to accomplish. So that's why they're using the lidocaine now, because it wears off quickly. Like they want it to last 6 to 8 hours, and they tell me go do all the stuff that normally bothers you and see if this helps. They did that a month ago, so they said we'll try this first twice because I want to make sure. I mean, if we're in the wrong spot, and kind of a waste of time to do the long term one. So I got a little thing to fill out to mention my pain levels every hour, and then we go from there. But this seems to be helping a whole bunch.
And so like it relieves the pain obviously. Does it cause numbness?
No,
Oh,
it,
okay.
it doesn't really feel numb. I mean, that's why they do the trial thing. I mean, it's just takes the pain away, and there's no side effects of like getting high, nothing
Right.
like that. And
Yeah.
that's the whole goal, is to not do that.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's a that is that is a road to perdition for many, for sure.
Well, yeah.
And and it doesn't well, like one I don't know the nature of your back injury though. What is
Oh, I got uh um what is it, babe? Uh, my back. I got bulging discs,
Degenerative disc disease.
degenerative disc disease.
Oh yeah, I got that in the lowest disc. I think it's L3 or L4, the lowest one.
Yours is L4 and L5.
Yeah, I'm L4 and L5. I'm same area.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Degenerative disc disease, but you have mild scoliosis.
Yeah, mild scoliosis. That's really not an issue.
It is. It means there's a slight curve.
It's from years of damn working in construction and lifting wrong and thinking I was 10 foot tall and bulletproof.
Yep. Yeah, man. I was lucky. My father's a physical therapist, and
Nice.
and he always taught me the proper way to do things, from an early age. So, I mean, I never my issues are not from that kind of labor from when I was younger. Just yeah, the doctor said degenerative. It's just kind of baked into the genetic cake kind of thing, and
Yeah.
it doesn't. I go through. I went through a period of like 3 months ago where I just had a really bad month, and there were days where I felt I was almost ready to go out and buy a cane. It was so bad.
Right.
But then it kind of,
Get one with a sword in it if you do.
well, yeah, I don't, well, uh, I, yeah, I train, I train to, make use of things like that. But, there's a
Well,
lot
it'd
you
be
can
cool.
do, a lot you can do with a stick.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Um,
guarantee it.
but anyways, but like the next, so that kind of answers the next question that comes up is like, as much as uh, as much as pain can be debilitating, and we try to avoid it um, and then, manage it into non-existence if we can, but it's like it's originally there for a purpose, right? To
Well, yeah, pain is a good thing. It teaches us not to do stuff that will harm our body. That's
right.
kind of the whole point.
So that's like the next thing that would occur to me would be like, is this pain treatment going to actually inadvertently lead to further injury? Like,
Yeah, that's the thing you got to worry about. Because, I mean, if it totally numbs it and you think you're doing great, but you're really doing damage, then it's not really a good thing.
yeah,
And this place is good about that. They, uh, they're good doctors. So it's like when he told me, he's like, yeah, go do stuff that would normally irritate you. I'm like, well, yeah, I will to a point, but I don't want to do stuff that I don't want to do stuff and not feel it until it's too late.
yeah,
And that's what's good about this. It doesn't. You can still feel what's going on. It's not a total numbing thing.
right. Well, something. I mean, like, what's the word? What's the fancy word? Biofeedback. Like if instead of like pain, you could have some other form of biofeedback to know if you're doing damage, right? Some other
Yeah,
some other sensory input, even if it's just like a little notification on your damn phone. you know.
exactly.
Yeah.
Biofeedback is the perfect way to describe it, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's probably coming. Probably Chris would want to put a chip in you to to make that happen. So then there's a
Oh,
whole
yeah.
nother issue. What are you working on guitar wise?
I'm doing a lot of repairs right now that's bringing in some funds, much needed funds.
There you go.
Um, I I had a guy that I met him probably about a year ago when I was selling it. I bought a Paul Reed Smith Hollow Body 2 guitar. Uh, it's a really sharp guitar, man. It's a hollow body. Like picture ES 335, but with the PRS shape. I really dig the sound of a 335, but the size of it is uncomfortable to sit and play.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw them come out with that Hollow Body 2, Paul Reed Smith, it was the Indonesian made one, so it was a good bit cheaper than the core model, which hell, the core model's like $5,000,
Mm-hmm.
and this thing was about 1,300. And it also had a piezo pickup system in there, so you could, you can plug it into 2 amps and have one go through an acoustic amp for those sounds, or you can do the 2 PAF style pickups, and you could blend them at different levels. It was a pretty cool guitar. But anyway, I sold it because I wasn't playing it much.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who bought it, super nice guy, and we ended up being friends. And he saw my predicament of not being able to work, so he said, "Well, I've got a bunch of guitars I need worked on, so I'm working on a bunch of his stuff."
Good for you, man. Yeah, maybe it's probably not as fun as actually building them, but
Well, it can be. One
yeah.
of them's pretty cool. He's like, "Look, I brought this thing here, and I know it's not worth a lot of money, but it's got sentimental value. So I don't care if it costs $500 to $800 to really fix it up nice, because it was a friend of his who's since passed. And it's a Squire Telecaster where the strings are fed through the rear of the bridge instead of going through the body like normal Telecasters.
Yep.
String through design.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to convert it to make it a string through. It's a much better system.
Right. So
that's kind of a fun project.
Is it more stable with regard to tuning to have it through body?
Yeah. When it goes through the back, when it goes just through the back of the bridge, it goes under the saddle, and then over the saddle, and then to the nut, which is kind of puts weird forces on that area.
Uh-huh.
It's lifting up first and then pushing down. I don't think it gives good tone transfer for the vibrations. So the string through, it's locked into the body, and then goes directly over the saddles, which it rings better. It's so much better.
Yeah, I would almost maybe use the word anchored. It's like anchored.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going back to that PRS, when you said hollow body, like true hollow body, or you mean more like chambered body?
No, this is a true hollow body.
Oh, okay.
You ought to look it up. It's the PRS Hollow Body 2 SE.
Okay. Hang on. I'm going to get a browser window open for that.
Yeah, it's an impressive guitar, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
PRS, what was it?
Hollow Body 2, and it's just II for the 2. SE.
Oh, the student edition. I had an SE once. Hollow Body 2 SE. I had a
Paul Reed did a really good job.
I had the SE Santana a long time ago.
Yeah.
It was nice.
They really did a great job with the SEs. Most companies they just have them shipped over, and they're kind of just trash. I had the one on the right. Those are the only 2 colors they came in.
Okay. Yeah. That's the one I would choose for sure.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's a true hollow body. It's close. The quality control, they've got a guy that goes over there and really, they want those guitars to be great, and they are. They're wonderful. And I checked out the reviews, and they actually compared one to the core model, and they're like, "Damn, there's no way that's much of a price difference." And they're made, they got the same machines over there.
Manufactured in Korea.
Yeah, beautiful guitar.
Well, Korea makes great guitars, man.
Yeah, they do.
This thing about Koreans, man, they sometimes they're slow on the uptake on certain things, But then once they get it, they tend to like outdo themselves in terms of their like once they get it, they get it. And
People talk crap about import stuff. Like, Chinese junk. I'm like, man, you do realize that these other countries can make absolutely phenomenal things. I mean, the reason why there's some trash brought over here and sold is because people buy it. I
yeah,
mean, if
yeah,
they, I mean, they have other stuff that's you can't afford that says made in China on there, and it's like they just put that stamp of Chinese crap. Like, they put out stuff that people will buy, and if you're gonna buy it, they'll at that level of craftsmanship, then they're gonna sell it to you.
there you go. Yeah. Well, I mean, that there's a big music market here in the middle of Seoul, and you walk in there, and yeah, they've got if you want a Fender, they got all the American standard stuff. It's really expensive, but the it's mostly Korean built stuff, and it's hard to find a bad guitar in that place. I mean, it's all pretty good. And there's a
Long way.
couple of Korean brands of acoustic guitars I've been meaning to when I can. Well, first I want to pick up a bass, but then I want to pick up somewhere down the line. I want to pick up another acoustic and Crafter guitars.
I do not.
Yeah, I'll look them up here real quick. They're for the price point. And I say for the price point, but even just that phrase aside, they're nice, man. Um, Acoustic and acoustic electric guitars. Uh, Founded in 1972. They've been around a long time. And they just sound great. They play great. They sound great. And you can pick one up for a couple $100 with the preamp and the piezo,
Yeah.
with a tuner. And the other one that's up and coming, and I might even consider getting one of these, is called Gopher Wood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Gopher Wood guitars.
That's the name of the brand.
Yeah.
Cool.
It might be one word. Let me see. And they're let's see. Make sure this is a Korean version. Yeah, Gopher Wood. But they're like Crafter in that they sound really good, they play really good, but they're also pretty. They got like cool inlays and cool headstocks and interesting designs. Oh, and they make basses too.
Go
Gopher
back
Wood.
one. Go back one.
Let me see if I
The one you were at, the other way. Okay, right there. I was just looking at the headstock.
Yeah.
No.
No, this one?
Yeah, I was looking at the headstock. It's similar to another acoustic that I had, but it's different.
You looking at the bass or the acoustic?
The acoustic, but the headstock's not what I thought it was. But it's really cool looking headstock, isn't it?
Yeah, you're looking at the headstock that has kind of like an embossed cross on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's neat.
And they got these cool inlays, and right there, made in Korea.
Yeah.
And like the saddle kind of has a cool shape to it. The pick guard, the binding. It's a, but
Yeah,
it's what it looks like a $1,500 guitar, but you can pick them up for like $500.
I like the look of that bridge on there too.
Yeah,
That's a really sharp looking guitar.
yeah, they're nice. They're nice. I don't know if they're
Kinda got
available
the
in the
slope.
States. If they're
It's got the
available.
sloped shoulders too, like the Gibson acoustic. I don't know what it's called, but the one that John Lennon liked to use. My boss. The only reason why I know about it is
Hey.
because my boss
Look, Eric
loved it.
Gales.
My buddy.
Eric Gales is on the Gopherwood website.
That means I gave him a guitar or two.
Yeah. So Chris Payton, I don't know him. Chris Payton and
Yeah.
Eric Gales. Well, isn't that interesting?
Eric Gales is everywhere, buddy. It's good to see him getting his name out there again. You know, he was a phenom when he came out. He got signed when he was like 14 or 15. And I remember when he came out, he was everywhere on guitar magazines and shit. Arsenio Hall show and
Well, that's a good long
MTV.
time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe so.
But
Arsenio Hall, that
back
was like early 90s, wasn't it? Early mid 90s?
Yeah.
Damn. So brother has been around a long time. He said he had some like substance abuse issues that were holding him back a bit.
The way he put it was he spent 30 years as a hardcore drug addict.
Well, yeah. So that's putting it plainly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why beat around the bush?
There you go.
You know, I always thought back then when he came out, I was like, that'd be cool to meet him. And we both got similar, about the same name, and both into guitar, and now we're friends. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is cool, man. Hey,
He loves introducing me.
You already said your pickup winder guy is friends with Geddy Lee, right?
Yeah.
So you're a man of connections. Do you know anybody who knows King's X? Anybody in King's X?
I guarantee Eric does.
Yeah, man. To me, Ty Tabor is like one of the most underrated guitarists ever. That guy.
I got to turn you on to somebody else now. Larry Mitchell.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, you should look him up. Every Sunday and Tuesday, he does a live stream. He's been around a long time too. He's an incredible guitarist.
Larry Mitchell website, guitar texturalist.
That's accurate.
Grammy award-winning producer, engineer, and performer.
Yeah.
Cool.
I stumbled onto him. I have known about him. I never really paid much attention to him, but I stumbled onto him the same way I stumbled onto you. I just saw a live stream on YouTube, and I clicked on it, and I made a comment, and he's like, "Oh, Eric Gale. I know an Eric Gale's." I said, "Yeah, that's my buddy. I've built him a couple of guitars." He's like, "Wow, really?" And so I sent him a friend request on Facebook, and we're friends on there. But I like going to his live streams. His music, he might be jamming over like two chords and just playing some really, I don't know how to describe it. Just the way they described it on his thing was sonic landscape. Be good. But he'll get on there live every Sunday night and Tuesday night. Sunday he does mostly acoustic stuff, and then Tuesday he does electric. And he'll interact with whoever's on there. And he remembers everybody, you know. It's like the same people get on there all the time. I'm surprised he doesn't have more followers on there. But
what kind of strat is he holding there? That's pretty
that's
striking.
a total custom. That's his model, actually. That's the Larry Mitchell model. And I can't remember the name. We'll have to find a picture that gets closer.
I told you to get it to about 3 o'clock.
What kind of
I'm sure
pickup is that at the bridge? Is that Is that like a sensor? It looks like a.
Maybe.
It looks.
I looked at the specs a while back because I noticed the guitar and I was like, what guitar is that? And somebody in the thread mentioned it and sent me a link, and I checked out the specs. Really damn well made guitar. I just don't remember the name or the specs.
It looks like a. At least, from a distance, it looks kind of like a lace sensor. Well, it doesn't have the magnet poles on it, so of course it would look something like something like that. But wow.
Or DiMarzio hot rails or
Oh
something.
yeah, actually, it does look like it has rails on it. So that's probably what it is. Yeah, hot rails. Well, I don't know if you've heard any of the recent progress on this sobriety song that I've been working on. For this,
No.
where you've got a space carved out for you, but I've made heavy use of that Strat on it, and the thing here I was getting set to do was to bring those guitar parts up, drums down a bit and guitars up, and see if I could get them a bit bigger and fuller, more of the texture, without being
Well,
like.
don't let me stop you.
Oh no, not at all. I'm just curious if you've heard it recently. Would you like to hear it, and then maybe you could noodle along? Sounds like you got a guitar in your hands there.
Oh yeah.
So you'll hear the solo section takes up better than half of the song. It's like five chord cycles long, and
Damn.
so I'm just gonna play it back and do a little bit of re-leveling, and I'm putting a bit of a transient shaping on the drum part so I can bring the drums down but have them poke out, the kick and the snare poke out, and
Well, if I get too loud, just tell me to turn the hell down.
that's no worries. I'm just gonna mute the Discord chat, and so I'm just gonna play this thing through and just I'm just gonna give it one pass through, focus on that, and then I'll come back and we'll jib jab about it if that's cool.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I'll talk to you in a few, man.
All right, buddy.
Okay. Oh, Phil's in the chat, but he hadn't said anything. Hey, Phil.
Phil, why are you being so quiet, man?
Well, I'm just dropping in.
Oh, lurking about.
Okay.
No, I was just actually going to send a message to Matt, and you guys said you were in the voice.
All right. I'll be back in a few, guys. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to have to see what I can do here. This is unfortunate. Well, I can close some tabs and see if I can get away with this. Last night, I didn't have this issue. And I don't know why I'm having it tonight, but all right, we can back out of that and let's try it again.
I've been drinking so long, I can't hardly think.
Okay, so this is the way this is going to go. I don't want to bypass the master chat. I don't want to bypass this because I'm at the point where I'm starting to bring in some mastering tools, and that's my workflow. I'm not going to bypass it, and I'm not going to bypass anything that would defeat the purpose. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this stream and retitle it Catching Up with Eric or something like that. And I'm going to start a new stream. I'm going to freeze, freeze a couple of tracks and restart it. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. So hope to see you guys back here in a few.